Glide through the vast desert land as an unnamed NPC in the Atlas Fallen, with your mission to stop wraiths and defeat the god Thelos. What's up guys, this is Adam from Let's Talk Nerdy, and I've been playing Atlas Fallen, which is a new action RPG that has Souls-like elements, but with a very different feel. In this video, I'm going to provide an overview of the gameplay and the story, but there will be no spoilers. In the end, I'll provide what I think are the bad and good aspects of the game and give my overall thoughts of Atlas Fallen. The basic premise of the game is that you're an unnamed character that has grown tired of being under the rule of the god Thelos and the queen, and you want to lead the change to freedom. To start your journey, you find a powerful gauntlet that makes this revolution possible, and throughout your quest, you defeat powerful bosses, learn more about the gauntlet's origin, explore the open world, and much more in terms of side quests and a bunch of other things like that. Like I said, this is just a basic premise of the story, as I don't want to give too many details away to spoil it for you if you plan on playing the game. Overall, the gameplay in Atlas Fallen has a few aspects of a Souls-like, but plays much faster and you can combo your attacks to land devastating blows much quicker. In this game, the more hits you land, the more momentum you gain. But the more momentum you gain, the more damage you take. So to expel the momentum, you can perform the Shatter attack, which deals a lot of damage and resets the momentum for you. And it can help you gain some health if you set the right icon. The more you level up, the more perks and special attacks you gain access to, which can be equipped in your menu and can be unlocked by completing missions and defeating certain bosses. You can equip 2 weapons out of 3 different options to fit your playstyle, and each has different stats and abilities, and the 3 weapons you can choose from are the Sand Whip, the Dune Cleaver, and Knuckle Dust. And on top of all of that, you have the ability to change and upgrade your armor and gauntlet, which is important to the progression of the story, which you'll find out the more as you play. You can also unlock permanent perks, which helps collecting certain elements and things like that. Getting around the world is fast and fun. On land, you glide through the sand, and to get over huge gaps, you can air dash up to 3 times once you have leveled up your gauntlet. One of the aspects of the game I did not get to experience is the cooperative mode, because I have no friends. Loser. I think the cooperative aspect of the game would have made some of the bosses much easier to beat and taken some of the challenge away, but let me know in the comments below if you feel that way. Now, the combat and some of the bosses you fight could be better, which will bring us to the bad aspects of the game. The combat in the game is very fun, but not when fighting big bosses. I found that the secret to beating the large bosses was not so much landing huge combos, but more so timing the parry and freezing the bosses after 3 skin parries, which made them fairly easy to beat. Don't get me wrong, I did die many times, but not because of the main boss was hard, but more so that the smaller enemies that were spawning along with the main bosses, and I just think that took away from some of the boss battles. Some of the bugs I ran into were minor, but kind of annoying to come across. There were a few times that I played where the gauntlet had a very obnoxious lighting issue, and the only way to get rid of it was to go back to the main screen and log back in. Another one I had is when I took the life all the way down of an enemy and they wouldn't die, so again I had to either die, start over, or log out of the game and come back. My last bad aspect of the game is that all the names are generic, and I just think that kind of missed the mark for me and almost felt like lazy writing, but that's not to say I didn't enjoy the story, which that takes us to the good aspects. I found the story intriguing and fun to piece together as you played. Some of the moments did drag on, but overall I thought it was good and kept me engaged throughout. The traversal of the game was fluid and different than any other game I've ever played. It made covering the distance of the large open world fast and fun, and that was just really enjoyable to do throughout the game. The large combos of attacks that you can piece together was one of my favorite parts, and finishing an enemy off with your Earth Shatter was the icing on the cake. These are not my typical types of games, but Atlas Fallen felt very different to me, but in a good way. And yes, there are elements of the game that need improvement, but overall the story and the gameplay mechanics are fun, and with tons of missions and enemies to fight, I would give this game an 8 and would recommend putting this on a list of your games to play. Now, if you like this video, make sure to tippity tap that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on any of our future game reviews or podcast episodes, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.